come true. Find your dreams come true. And no one can take it. Find your dreams come true. Yeah. Yeah. Find your dreams come true. Yeah. Find your dreams come true. Find your dreams come true. And no one can take it. Find your dreams come true. Yeah. Yeah. Find your dreams come true. Yeah.
Yo, fellow bloodlusters, welcome to the stream, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Why am I sad? Why am I sad? Why am I sad? Did I push the wrong button? Yes, I did push the wrong button. Okay, we're back in it. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. My model was spasming out a little bit. I don't know if it's weird lighting happening, but hopefully that can be adjusted. Hold on, let me try to adjust my I'm trying to adjust the lighting a little bit to where it's like I don't have the surprise shocked face so much, and I think it's because of my glasses. I have my glasses off, I'm cleaning them right now, so all right, can't really read chat right now. My glasses are in the process of being cleaned, but let me see if that helps. And all right, glasses back on. Okay, all right, cleaning glasses it definitely helped out a little bit, just a bit, but all right, okay, alrighty. So we barely do these types of streams, but I feel like it is very appropriate because we're just gonna do a chill stream. It's very late at night. I usually don't start streams usually this late, but I feel like it's very important for this particular stream. All right, it's very important because a new game is on the horizon in 2023. That is Street Fighter 6. That is right. It has been finally shown off, gameplay and all that type of stuff, and tonight we're just gonna go through it and talk about my thoughts and opinions and stuff about that. And yes, we are definitely going to look at the certain spoilers and leaks that have been happening, so that's why I have the spoiler tag, or at least spoiler on the thing under my title, so that if you guys do not want to watch or even try to find out about it, please, you are welcome to leave the stream and go out your busy day. But the reason I'm talking about it is because I pretty much got spoiled too much. People have been shown it on Twitter. I only seen like a few of the snapshots, so I don't know exactly like what the deal is with certain characters. There's been art made of the leaked outfit designs for certain characters, so like I mean, like I don't know what to do, so I'm like, might as well just rip the band-aid off and share my thoughts live on stream. But I do, let me actually put a tag. I haven't really put a tag. Let me put the spoiler on spoilers, put the spoiler tags on Twitch. There we go. And I might have to put the 18 plus filter on, just because people are like, why is this 18? It'll look down to like, oh, it's spoilers for Street Fighter 6. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But yeah. We're not gonna go into the spoilers and the leaks straight away. We're gonna ease on into it. We're gonna mainly just my model's spazzing out again. But yeah, we're mainly just gonna talk about the trailer and go deep dive into that while having the main website up, so we can talk, like, go over certain mechanics and what does what. Comparing them side by side and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really, and this is also my first time watching the trailer in like an actual high resolution, because I was mainly looking on my phone. I haven't really watched like the actual trailer from Capcom. I've seen people react to the trailer, so I don't know exactly how well it would look on at least 1080p 6 and running in full 60. Because I've been watching it on my phone, or at least watching other people react to it, where even having it on their high frame rate type stuff still won't like capture, or won't really register like super high frequency, or I don't know about frequency, but yeah, basically I'm gonna look at it in its awesome glory, pretty much for the first time, basically for my first time. And we're just gonna see exactly how well this this goes. So, alrighty. Actually, before we start, why don't I give a good shout out to people who like who followed. Mainly Kiwi Delali. Kiwi Delali. Thank you so much. I've actually met this person during a certain collab that I did with Senpai Kiri, and it was fun. We had some funny clips out of that moment, and yeah, it was fun fighting against them, and it was really nice playing some matches in Strive. So yeah, definitely if you want to go and check them out, I think they're back streaming. Go and check them out if you can. But all right, sorry. Let me check one more time with stuff, and let me see. All right, I think we're good. All right, so let me put this up, and let's go ahead and actually check out the trailer. Boop, we have the trailer popped up right here, and yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna mostly be pausing during the trailer and going through and dissect as much as I can, even though the trailers have already been dissected enough the past 2 days. So yeah, I will just go and give my thoughts and give my opinions on certain actions and stuff like that. So yeah, without further ado, if you guys have any thoughts and any questions, or maybe if you have your own opinions and stuff like that, please let me know in the chat. I'd love to give some slight discussion about it. But yeah, without further ado, let's just actually let me check and see. Okay, I think we're good. So let's just go ahead and push play, and let's just do the thing. All right, so starting off right away, we got this. I didn't really know what this is all about. We got paradise. Everyone dreams it, searches their entire life for it. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird how they're like making it go half and half like this. I'm wondering what that's gonna like symbolize, you know? I wonder what's that gonna make it symbolize. That's weird. I don't know. But yeah, it says two opposite powers have been with us since the beginning. Is this like a Gil reference? Is this, I'm just noticing this, is the paradise here like a sort of Gil reference? I'm not sure, because it would make sense if it's like half their bodies like that, doing like that, and then also the red and the blue side by side like that. I think this is like a Gil reference, or at least a Gil like a bulletin board here in not Times Square in Metro City. Holy crap! Looking all this in like in this high graphic thing is basically all right. Finish, beginning of time, birth and death, the production and destruction, love and hate, balance between is the collapse in the future orders. And now the road has been shown. This road is like blank, and then this is blank. Yeah, I just noticed this is actually pretty much a Gil reference. It's what it looks like. It's pretty interesting. And now we have this interesting character like right here. Now, we won't get into this particular character. Everyone thought this was canon because of the red, but you can see that they have this type of this boob happening. They have a sports bra on, so it looks like it's actual muscular female. Although we have to see. So we have this little sign, getting hungry, final feast. Also, I guess it's a reference to Final Fight. It could be, but we don't know. And we got Hakan olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. So Hakan is technically in and as a cameo is in Street Fighter 6, but it looks like it's going to be part of the story mode with the references. It's pretty nice. We got Godspeed Roast. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Yeah, we have Metro City everywhere. That's basically looks like Hugo in that little this way here. And we have this, I don't know what this is supposed to reference right here. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And right here, this is supposed to be an ad for, I guess, showcasing Luke, because you can tell that V stripe type of thing that's now on his hoodie. It's not tattooed on his freaking chest. Even though he could they could have it like a DLC to where he has his shirt off and you can just see that tattoo V of him. We could see that. But yeah, it says, let me see if it goes through. All right, natural born fighter, power and speed, once a fighter. Does it say anything else? No, it doesn't. It just goes straight into Luke. We have a sponsor for Luke. Bug killer. I don't know what that's. If it fits, what does it mean if it fits? What are you guys talking about? I don't have my zoom in for this particular for this particular layout. I'm sorry, but if I could zoom in right now, I'd say what fits. And then we have a giant attack you can't escape. Is basically a reference to I forgot what Third Strike. I mean, not Third Strike. Street Fighter 3 reference is supposed to be. They said it, but as people said it a bunch, I totally forgot already. And I can't read what's in it. It's like now, and then there's the road, and then something's like paradise. Like I said, I didn't realize before, but this is actually a GIF. I mean, a Gil reference. It's a GIF. It's a Gil reference, and then they have the beauty salon down here. Welcome into Metro City's #1 tanning beauty salon. And then here we see like the the old Street Fighter 6 logo, like technically. But yeah, you see that you have, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be like a B and an H. I guess that's supposed to be a B right here, but whatever. It used to be the Street Fighter logo. It used to be a free to use / pay for graphic designing. Oh, I don't mean to go down. I didn't even realize I could go down. That's new. I never thought I could go down. Okay, that helps a lot. All right, so we go in with the Capcom logo. I love how they made the Capcom logo with the colors spray painted like that, and then you can also see the new design of the 6 back there with the hexagon, and even I'll get into it later, but I like how they did the logo a little bit. But yeah, the freaking Capcom, I love how they introduced the colors in it, but then all of a sudden they hit it with this. Dude. My goodness, that was sick. That is sick right here. And then we have Street Fighter right here. That's so good. And yeah, they obviously are going to use that as like their opening, as part of their opening thing for the game. You could tell they used it twice on 2 trailers. Like how can it not be used for like a opening thing? Like how you normally have Capcom like you see Capcom like show up. This is how they're gonna do it for Street Fighter 6, and I love it. I can't wait till when it comes out. All right, now here we are. We have Luke punching.
When you go looking for strength
and talking,
it's not like a game.
Tell me if it's too loud. I can turn it down for you guys. Actually, let me turn myself down. It's a little too loud on my headphones, but let me know if if it's too loud for you. Damn, I love how the colors look, man. I love how the colors look right here. And this is obviously the part of like a cutscene for their story mode, the world tour. We'll get into that once it arrives. But yeah, look at this.
Okay then, hope you're ready to begin. If you want to start off on the right foot in this.
Look at that. I love Luke's. I actually like Luke's redesign. I actually like the hoodie with the like a shirt over it and stuff like that. I love that look.
City. Hit the streets.
Yeah, hey Dad.
Yeah, and we have the world tour. This is basically the single player mode. And world tour, I didn't realize was a reference to Alpha 3. Their I guess their story mode back then. They called it the world tour. I never actually used the single player part of Alpha 3. Of course, most people would use the multiplayer because they want to fight, and that's the thing. But yeah, I might actually look back into it and check it out maybe in the future. But yeah, here's not New York City; it's Metro City. We have this building that's being constructed. You'll see it again in the future. You see a lot of construction around here.
Do this, never feel loose. And when I get up in the game,
And then we have Abigail's scrap metal shop. Definitely looks like a scrapyard metal. It could be a stage. It actually could be the stage for the fighting grounds thing. Excuse me. But obviously this whole thing right here. They're talking about the world tour. So it's just an area I guess you can traverse.
you're up here improve. A real problem, but I solve
And
them.
we saw he freaking let me pause it real quick. Right at it. We got Hagar as a statue. Mike Hagar. He actually says it right there. It's so nice. Metro City. It's so small. I don't want to try to zoom in on it, but yeah, we got Mike Hagar. Mike Hagar right here. Used to be mayor of Metro City. Now Cody's the mayor, which is actually pretty cool. Now I'm curious though, as far as like Hagar having any other like reference, or if he's possibly playable. We probably don't know. We don't know, but all we know is that Metro City is really becoming like a part of the Street Fighter universe, which is pretty rad. Honestly, they were it was basically hinted / like already merging from 5, but now it looks like in 6 it's like almost connected, like interwovenly, you know. And you'll see with certain characters popping up here. Now these box people, which is all likes of life, girls wearing boxes, even dudes. You'd think it would be mostly dudes being dumb enough to put box in the head, but apparently girls can do it too. Hey, you know what? If it's their choice, if you want to put a box in their head, that's cool. Make it a costume for somebody. And then this person, part of the Mad Gear gang. Now people are saying this is Thrasher. This is actually Thrasher. I didn't know about like Final Fights or anything like that. I haven't played the games. Don't know about the history and lore stuff. I'm just going through like what people have said in trailers and all that type of stuff. But yeah, they're saying that this is Thrasher, which would actually be interesting as if it's like a boss. You can do like a boss battle. You have to fight Thrasher, but I'm curious how you would fight Thrasher. You'll see in a bit where like you fight in other people or fight other I don't know if it's NPCs if we fight or actual other people online fighting. We don't know exactly what that's going to entail, but yeah. Let me just go over to the roll scrolling. Here's your create a character, your blue little Mac running around. Yeah, you just run around roaming the city of Metro City, and it's pretty interesting. People were like really like, what am I looking at? Street Fighter never had a free roaming world, open world thing, but now they're actually embracing an actual single player style campaign for people who don't really necessarily play are into like fighting games, to like have people for that type of audience to be like, yo, if you not into like the fighting game side of Street Fighter 5, maybe we can make something for them, and then we can like have that type of audience for that, and have it to where you can try to get people who are into the fighting game as far as like story goes. We can get them a part of the world with the single player thing, which is pretty interesting. I'm actually curious to see how well that's going to be implemented. And then you just straight up freaking shorty, you can the freaking barrel, man, it's freaking insane. Which I'm curious to see if they actually do that, what type of like items, because if you do that, I automatically think like there has to be an item in certain areas you have to do to like, I don't know, upgrade your character either physically or appearance wise or something like that. It could be something like that. We can just see like that. And you see basically other NPCs having the good part. Now, we don't know if this is like an NPC or it could be another person online that you fight during the thing. But you do actually see, let me see if I can go to the actual frame of it. Oh wait, hold on. Damn it. I don't think oh, yeah. Yeah, you saw it just like for like one frame. You saw they're about to go into a fighting stance, like a typical 2D fighting stance. But moving on from that, man, this looks so nice. This looks so nice, and we haven't gone. This is all cutscene right here. This is all cutscene. I'm guessing this is also part of the world tour side, the single player mode, because yeah, this definitely looks very like graphically like impressive. It looks insane. A nice position. Now I love this scene just because the way people are focusing on like the feet, but for me, like a weirdo, I focused the main reason I focused on how the freaking cherry blossom like flowed and stuff like that. I guess I'm actually dudes like, oh, there's cherry blossoms. Every time I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, his feet. But then I look again, it's like, yo, look at the cherry blossoms and how it flows with the chi, like his like power and chi to make it flow to where he wants it. See that? Yeah, you saw that freaking like, see that it's like his chi like rolling around. That's like it represents his chi, I guess. But it's like, I just like the way it looks for the cherry blossom and then how it like flows out like that. That looks sick. It actually looks super sick. That's why I was like, yo, the cherry blossom. Everyone's like, oh, they just focus on the feet. You know, focus on the feet. And it's like, I guess so. I mean, they did show a weird amount of feet in the first announcement trailer, teaser trailer. But yeah, I was focused. I was like a little bit more focused on the cherry blossom and how they like flowed, and it looks pretty nice. And then we have this character. We have this character that may or may not be playable, but she's definitely, I believe she's the adopted daughter. She's the adopted daughter of Chun-Li, I believe. Why am I forgetting her name? Li Fei? I believe it's Li Fei. That's how you say it. It could be entirely different, but the way she's designed, there's no way that she can't be like a playable character in the future. Like I would hope that we have some type of apprentice style / like other characters like that, like Sakura, and yeah, like Sean from 3, or 3, Sean from 3, characters like that. We probably would like to have more of characters like that, you know. But yeah, I'm curious to see if she's playable, and if so, how would she play? Because all we see is her getting like freaking boot to the head with Chun-Li. Yeah, so we don't know exactly what her deal is. We don't know how good she could be, or like if she even playable at all. What type of fighting style she will implement. But yeah, I'm curious to see if she's a playable character. But we do have an actual confirmed character. This guy, Jamie with the actual freaking drunken stance, which I feel he's a lot more different than your typical. He's a lot different than your typical drunken stance, because he is a freaking. He has similar moves, like if you think a capoeira person would use. He uses a lot of his kicks. Usually the drunken master style would use the fists and would use to like just move the body around to where he can just move like that. But he's implementing a lot more kicks than normal drunken boxer would, unless I haven't seen a character that does that. If there was a character there, a drunken master style character that uses a lot more kicks, let me know. I would like to check that out. But all we got is we got Jamie. And now you get into the fighting ground. Now the fighting ground is where we'll talk about later. Basically talking about right now, fighting ground is the actual versus mode of the game, the traditional versus mode of how that was. All that back then, all that I believe they just showed off just the World Tour single player mode. They were all cutscenes and all little snippets of how the game would work on the World Tour mode. And yeah, all that in the beginning were all like cutscenes. That's how they were like having these little, I guess, graphical like like spray painting, and it looks like there would be introduction style, like how they would introduce characters. So yeah, but yeah, here we got the fighting ground, the actual versus mode of Street Fighter 6. Now, the way this looks makes you think that this is going to be a 2v2 style versus mode, but I'm just gonna, I've looked through this a couple of times. I definitely looked through this a couple of times. I'm just gonna say it right now. I probably not the case. They made it seem like it, but I think these are different ways of people coming to like the stage and how they're introduced in the versus. I think this is the new style of versus, the versus screen, where you pick your character and they both come out and go into their separate things. Because as you can see in the background, this has a graffiti. This looks like they're actually in the alleyway. But then you go to Chun-Li and then Ryu, and you see the Sakura pillows. Like here, you don't see like the same like style of, well, you don't see like you don't see the flag, you don't see the graffiti, you don't even see all the people. You don't see all the people coming like the other people. You actually see a different stage. You see like all the cherry blossoms, and you can see.
The top player is here. Let me have some fun.
Ready?
Yeah, this is still the this is a cherry blossom stage where Ryu and Chun-Li are fighting, and before this is the alleyway of where Luke and Jamie were fighting in. So yeah, I think that's their unique style of the versus screen, which is actually pretty nuts to have people come out, and it's interesting to see how like they would do. You see Jamie like trying to hype up the crowd, and you see Luke going to point. Let's see what Ryu or Chun-Li think. They would like if Ryu just walks out like Terminator style, not even glancing at everybody, just focus on the fight and stuff like that. Or any potential characters, how they would interact with the crowd and stuff like that. Like, I'm curious. I'm like mad curious to see how well this is gonna go. But yeah, here we have Jamie, who we'll get into a little bit more about him once we get into like more character type stuff.
Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight.
And then we get into the gameplay of the versus mode. We see all the characters basically doing the same stuff, and then Jamie just going ham. Jamie going ham. Like I said, Jamie is the drunken style fighter, but he implements a lot more kicks. Like this, you'd never really see a drunken master do like air kicks like that. And you don't really see Street Fighter characters do like a move like this, like period. But yeah, I don't think you ever see a drunken master do kicks like a freaking like dragon kicks up in the air. You don't really see that. You mainly see him just do like a lot of fist work and pushing them away and then leaning back and stuff like that. You do see that with Jamie, but you see a lot more kicks than you normally see. Like really like powerful kicks too, which makes me pretty curious you'll see like you'll see a super that Jamie does where he just straight up goes breakdancing on you. But yeah, I'm just curious to see how that will work. But and then yeah, you see the forward. I think the normals, most of the normals are going to be forward moving, which is going to be interesting. You saw, yeah, most of the moves you can see they're like actually forward moving, not as much as like Luke's is, not as much as Luke's, but you definitely see like you can see a sliver of their movement go forward, and I think they like hinted about that in 5 when they announced Luke, that his type of ways will be more like his moves, his move style where he like lunges forward or at least moves his character forward while doing normals is going to be, I think, the slight way of the future. And people, I don't know if people like maybe are into that or something like that. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. But yeah, look at these kicks. And now we get into actual mechanics. We get into the mechanics of things. So you saw that was an EX right there, right? So EXs are different here. There are, if I go straight over here, they are the overdrive. They're the overdrive moves that they're a part of a certain meter that I'll talk in more in depth. But yeah. These are now overdrive moves. That's an overdrive move right there. And then this thing is the focus attack equivalent that they're using here, which is I'll go into more detail, but yeah, it's basically a focus attack style move where you absorb hits, but it's tied to a style of meter. So yeah, and look at that freaking breakdancing super. Now this right here, this is basically what we see right here. Right there, you saw him dash forward. That's basically an FADC, which you actually use. You can use to hold down a specific action and then dash cancel it, which is basically what an FADC is. Just cancel that. So yeah, it's they're bringing a lot of Street Fighter 4 elements to it, which is pretty nice. And then you go in for a punish, and then the freaking parry. The parry system is basically back. It's different here. It's similar to how parries are done by Ryu and Gil, where they're done by a button. You don't hold forward, so they're not third strike style parries. They're not third strike parries. They're just Street Fighter 5 style parries by like Ryu has or Gil has. So you push button, yeah, you push 2 buttons, and then you can like hold them to where you can like block and parry incoming attacks, and yeah, you can't do them forever though. It's tied to a specific bar, which I'll explain a little bit more. And then you see like a reversal. This right here, the perfect parry. This is basically what I said before, but if you time it just right to where it lands perfectly with a move, you can go in for a big punish. And then here you see them, both of them do a drive thing. Goes in for a punish, and I also like how they all have different style spray paint slash color splats. So you see that Chun-Li is yellow and blue, or more blue and yellow, and then you see Jamie's, where is it? You see yellow, and you have a little splash of blue right here. But yeah. And then we get into the critical arts, basically. This right here, I am so excited to see exactly how freaking Jamie's super is gonna look, because we see, I'll go into another trailer in a little bit, but we see how Ryu's super is. We see basically Chun-Li's. Well, not all of it, but we do kind of get the feel of how it could go. Jamie is a whole new character, but we get into the beginning of it, which is this. Start like this, and you can actually see the black bars coming in, which is really interesting. I think that's specifically tied into Jamie's like super, which is so freaking badass.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Dude, I really want to see how this freaking ends. You see a sliver of it, dude. Oh man, I really want to see how this freaking critical art, man. I want to see how it ends. I want to see how it goes. It looks so badass. And then you see Shin Ryuken. Or Shin Shoryuken. I'm an idiot. You saw all three of that. They just glanced by that to show you exactly what's up. We got World Tour, Fighting Ground, and Battle Hub. And then the logo right here.
Street Fighter 6.
This logo is a definite improvement from what they showed in the last announcement trailer, the teaser they had. Excuse me. Where it's just like a S, F, and then a tiny little 6 and a hexagon. They kept the hexagon look, but I like the fact that they have it to where they have the V and the I for the 6, and they just pop it into another, like they put them in a trapezoid. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they put in a trapezoid, and then boom. And then boom, we get the Street Fighter 6. Really nice. And then if we continue forward, we get the Fighting Hub. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, you can see they have a Game Center, Extreme, Battle Hub, all that stuff. We saw that one of the characters here, Kimberly. Pretty interesting to see how she is. You can see her like flipping upside down in the air. I wonder what that's all about. I wonder. All right. But yeah, you see arcades down here. You can actually see little arcades. So I'm guessing this is going to be similar to how Arc System Works has been doing their online type of stuff, to where you can actually, I think this could be like a player match type stuff where you can actually have a group of people play online and go into arcade cabinets like that with your little creative character type of thing. Because I personally don't mind that, as far as like, having some type of like thing to do. But I know most people are like super into like, I just want to go into a training mode, or I want to go into a thing, not push a button, don't do anything, and just wait for a match. That is perfectly fine. But having something like this to where you can have like interact with people and just do stuff to where like, this, I think this is much more suited for like whatchamacallit, like just like a player match type thing, to where like ranked / like just going to battles isn't like a priority. It's more like hanging out with a group of friends and just like being a place where you can just go into one room and just like, have your fights and stuff like that. That's what I think this is. Well, this is what I hope it would be. But yeah, I feel like this is the way the arcade setups are going. Yeah, you see a lot of them. You see them like right here. You see them all right here. Game Center. You know what? I wonder if these are going to be classic titles. I wonder if these are going to be classic titles that you just play on the fly, or like you can like have a DLC to where you can play old school games like right here. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be weird to have that type of thing, but I wonder what that game center is going to be. An extreme. I wonder what that's going to be. But this is obviously the battle hub is obviously feel like it's going to be like their online feature because they made a disclaimer here before. They didn't say it here on the official on this video, but during the state of play, they actually say in the bottom here about PS4 and PS5 online features available for like PSN network and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, dude, that was a nice touch. I like that musical that coin token type thing. I love that. Now here, oh man, it has been a long time since we've seen that Xbox logo under a Street Fighter title. That has been a good long while, man. That has been a good long while. My goodness. Holy guacamole. Oh, man. But yeah, we have it coming in for PS5 and PS4. I also have it on Xbox Series S and X, as well as having it on Steam. Now, think about this. Will it be crossplay? If they're able to make it crossplay like they did, I believe, for for 5, that would be insane to have it play for actual next gen consoles as well as previous gen, and also other like 1, 2, technically 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of systems, which is pretty sick. I mean, there are other games that do it as well, but yeah, they do it. Yeah, there are other games that do it as well. So I guess I shouldn't be fretting, but this is the first time I think Street Fighter is doing something like this. Because we haven't seen Street Fighter been with Xbox since Ultra 4. That was the last time they had it on Xbox. They didn't have it. They had it PS exclusive for 5, and then eventually went to Steam. And yeah, now it's back coming into the Xbox, which is all right. It is all right. Now that we have that, let's go into the the new mechanic type stuff. Alrighty. So right here, we have Drive Impact. This is basically the focus attack style move that we saw where they have the spray paint just come out. So here we have, we also have a thing called the drive gauge right here. The drive gauge, which is directly underneath your life bar. So this is a new thing you got to worry about now. So this is going to be something that's pretty interesting to figure out. So we have Drive Impact. It's a powerful strike that can absorb an opponent's movement and income attack. Before this on, an opponent backed into the corner to induce a wall splat, even if they blocked the attack. Now, which is pretty interesting about how the wall splat is going to do. Like, especially if it's blocked. Because we'll see in another trailer that when you do a kick, or at least when you do the drive impact, you see them block and they get pushed back. Now in the wall, will they get pushed back, and will they not be able to, like, or they literally splat with being open? Will that being open, or I wonder what that is. It looks like, yeah, it only costs one. It only costs one, so you could just be able to just dish this out if you want to. So yeah, it'd be pretty interesting to use. Next up, we have the Drive Parry. The Drive Parry is basically, it costs 2. It costs 2 to use. You can automatically repel an opponent's attack and replenish drive when performed successfully. So you can use 2. You can use 2, but if you use it successfully, you can get back 1. So it's a high risk. It's a high risk, good reward if you be able to know your opponent's movements and be able to block it or parry it. You'll get some drive back. So it's a good risk to take if you're able to read your opponent well. And yeah, so this is really nice to be able to be like, all right, I have like maybe three pips of drive. I can just I figure out when to parry, get 2, and then just go in and then get some little drive, get some drive back. But yeah, drive does replenish over time, but having a quick pip back feels like it's a good trade-off. Now next we have Overdrive. Wait, hold on. It looks like it just costs 1, but you can bring it back. You can bring it back if you want. All right, so my mistake. Drive parry costs 1 bar, but you can get that bar back if you time it correctly. All right. So Overdrive is 2 bar. So you push 2 buttons, you press 2 attack buttons at the same time, and these are basically the EX moves. Yeah, the overdrives are basically the EX moves of how moves work. You will glow yellow if you perform it correctly. And these cost 2. They're not tied into your bar on the bottom. It's actually tied into your drive. So drive rush. Now this is very interesting. This is the FADC type style of FADC style type of thing that you would do. You would just dash forward after performing the drive parry. You can hold that and then dash forward, basically FADC. But you can also do it while rushing from a cancelable normal attack, which is insane and a lot more riskier. Because I feel like, if you're just gonna do it off of a 2 button, if you're just doing it off of a 1 button, it's gonna be like, no, it's gonna be a little bit too broken. So we're gonna restrict it to where we're not gonna let you do that off of like you can do an overhead, you can cancel that into like a dash into a low and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot more riskier to do it for a cancelable normal than it is to just do it off of the parry. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see in high level, just being able to like cancel out to like either try to, we saw in the trailer Ryu was saw that they whiffed, Chun-Li whiffed the move, and they were able to use the drive dash to dash in to go in for a punish. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes. And then we have drive reversal. This is the last thing they have. Drive reversal is basically the V reversal from 5. It looks like that's the only thing they. Oh well, besides the parry thing, that's same as Ryu and Gil's parry. But the drive reversal is basically the V reversal. It costs 2 bar, and you can do it while blocking. You can do it while blocking. It's basically the same input as the drive parry, but you just push forward while you just push those buttons and go forward while blocking. So that's pretty nuts. Oh yeah, and then the control type. This will be the first ever Street Fighter to implement simple controls, which is, I don't mind simple controls as long as it's an option. As it looks like it's an option to do it to where like you can set it on the menu to be like, just turn off the simple mode and then just stick with the classic. But having the choice to have it to where it's modern, to where people can still be able to do the stuff to just like see it. If they can't physically, if they don't have to like either the coordination or like the physicality of their hands to do certain inputs and stuff like that, they could just push buttons and you can see how the characters move regardless. And it probably won't be like that intricate about like wanting to like do the specific move. They just want to see the move and be done with it, and just do flashy stuff, and that's good for them. And they can use that as long as it's an option and it's not like a mandatory type thing. The classic seems like, classic is basically the same control as we have since old Street Fighter, old Street Fighter and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically how that is. And you can see that's the modern control scheme. You can do Hadouken with a single button. And then here is the classic 6 button all that. We have the classic move. We got the donkey kick again. Now this thing, the real-time commentary. Real-time commentary is pretty interesting, honestly. It's pretty interesting. Honestly, it's pretty interesting. I don't know why I can't speak. But yeah, basically they have it to where like it seems like it's only professional commentators that have been asked by Capcom to do certain voice lines to where they can have it. Yeah, you see more commentators be announced because it seems like they're already pre-picked. They're already pre-picked. You can't go in and record and have it to where they can automatically have it to where they. Yeah, it's the same as Yatagarasu, if you know that particular indie fighting game. It's where they did that to where they just have people come in, do voices, like actual commentators from various parts, or at least known content creators come in and do commentary for it. Even one Maximilian did it. He was a commentator for Yatagarasu. So that was fun. But yeah, now we have these two. Since I haven't watched a lot of Street Fighter tournaments, so I don't know any real commentators from that scene, but these from how these two are sounding, they sound pretty legit actually. But let's go ahead and watch this. Let's go ahead and watch this because they have some actual gameplay of how this works.
Oh yeah, you know I'm ready.
And it's vicious.
Trying to read each other here?
Yeah, you can see, get this out of the way. You can see like you can see like the gameplay is actually going off right here. And you see like this, you see the stage right here. The stage is a lot more brighter than it was in the announcement trailer. The stage is a lot more brighter and the screen is a lot more wider. It's not so close up. That's a lot. That was the thing to where like they made it to where you just show the characters in the trailer, but here it is actual gameplay without the HUD, without the UI. So yeah, it actually looks a lot more normal now.
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important.
Hold on, I think I saw something too. I think we saw Jamie with a parry. We saw Jamie with a parry.
The neutral game is
there. You see Jamie, he did a parry. Saw Jamie did a parry, and then he got punished for it.
very important.
Yeah, Jamie did a parry and he got punished for it. That's what it looked like. So that was pretty interesting how that was. How was that? You know, it has to be like I don't think you can hold it. Yeah, you can't really hold it. You have to like have it. There's a certain window to where you do it and it's not a perfect parry, but there's another one where it's literal, actual perfect frame one parry, which is going to be pretty sick. I think there's like a 3-frame window for, or at least a 3-frame window for that first parry to just connect. But after that, it'd be like super punishable. That's what it looked like. Holy shit. I didn't even notice that at first.
Hit them with a stop and bop.
The stop and bop. And yeah, that's a focus attack right there.
More fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Breaking on them to lay down some damage without giving up ground.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I love that.
Drops them. Perfect parry.
Yeah, that's the perfect parry right there. It has a big old slowdown like you would like something like Tekken 7. It's pretty sick.
They got a feast on this chance. What now?
All right, now we see Jamie actually has moves to where like it automatically makes him drink. And from what we saw, I forgot. I have to go to the characters. I have to go to the character bio. But this perfect parry thing right here, and also like that technically like an air-to-air interaction right there.
Perfect parry. They got a feast on this chance. What now?
And then here's Jamie's super. Well, not Jamie's, Luke's super.
No doubt about it. They are done.
Damn, he just straight up pummeled him into the ground. But yeah, you can also hear the Japanese VA for the characters.
They are done.
Yeah, you hear the chic shawl. Maybe it's saying "damn it."
What now? Really big this time to bust this out?
Yeah.
Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. They are
Damn.
done.
That looks badass, actually. And then here we got Japanese commentator. Nice.
地上技で差し合う距離、リーチの差を生かすか、それを手玉に取るか。
All right, so yeah, we got the parry right there. Wait, hold on. Let me go back a little bit more.
いってみましょう。地上技で差し合う距離、リーチの差を生かすか、それを手玉に取るか。
That was actually a pretty nice little punish from that parry. Pretty nice.
よく見ていた。
That's a perfect parry right there, and you just went into shuriken.
ゲージ差はある。ここは
I think right here, those are like frame 3 like parries to where like it's not like super perfect. It's just enough to where the parry is landing.
ここはどう出る？
And right there, that was the what was it called? The drive something. Oh, drive impact. That's what it was. That's the drive impact. The focus side. They just used it to like just try to find a punish, and Ryu canceled. You know what it was?
ゲージ差はある。
You saw Chun-Li saw that Ryu was doing a power-up move. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks like a specific command to where he goes into this powered up state, like a V trigger type activation, but it's not. It looks like it's just specific to Ryu. And yeah, and Chun-Li thought they could do a drive impact to punish that.
ここはどう出る？
But he blocked it and he pushed him so far. Look how far that was. That was like a starting round distance. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. But then we go into the fireball game. He goes into like the powered up Hadoken. That's pretty sick.
主導権の奪い合い、どちらが仕掛けるか。
All right.
受け止めている。
And then we got the drive impact. Nice. Goes into a punish. And we see we got the anti-air kicks. I forgot the actual name of the move, but they got anti-air kicks again. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, we have the kick. We have the DP kicks again from Chun-Li. Nice. Glad to see that. All right, now we get into a bit of a sauce right here.
Nothing stops this train.
Okay, I'm curious to see what that was, cause what this looks like. Let me actually slow it down a little bit. Playback speed. Oh, I gotta mute it. All right, so what this right here is, he goes in. You see Jamie doing a drive impact. He recognized it was a drive impact. He got the first hit. First hit absorbed, and then he canceled into his own drive impact, it looked like. And then boom. That's pretty sick. That's actually pretty sick, being able to counter drive impact with your own drive impact. So that's pretty interesting to be able to recognize it. But now it's interesting that it's cancelable into, I guess this is like a, hold on. It's like a cancelable move right here. Hold on. Let's just wait for it. Yeah, that looks like a cancelable move to where like, oh yeah, it's a cancelable move to where he just goes in and just cancel out of it. And then bop. That's pretty freaking sick. Let's go back and watch that in real time right here.
Nothing stops this train.
He even slowed it down right there.
Player one can't win this without pulling the trigger.
Okay, so yeah, that little section right here, that was pretty interesting to where after Luke did his combo,
One can't win this without pulling.
goes in, gets a parry off, and then immediately goes into drive impact to just get him out of there.
Noticeable.
I feel like drive impact is going to be since how much little of resource to do. It's going to be used a lot. It's definitely going to be used a lot to just like have people get off them, have them be like the new crush counter. I feel like that's going to be the main type of mechanic people are going to be using. And then we see Jamie doing the automatic drinking, so it could be tied to a specific move. So we know that Jamie's mechanic is going to be tied around our gameplay is going to be tied around drinking, so like most drunken masters would have. But yeah, look at this. Boom! Got the drive impact into the level 3 super. That looks like Netsu's Shoryuken right there. Man, looks so sick, dude. Looks so sick. I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving it. But yeah, we go into characters. Yeah, let's go to the characters real quick. So yeah, we have Ryu. He hates spiders. That's pretty nice. All right, so we got Ryu right here. Yay, we got Cal Ebert back again doing his great Ryu. So here we got the Hadouken, simple stuff. Now this is pretty sick. Damn, we got this got the electricity. The startup of this super is super sick, dude. Super sick. Theme is coming soon, so you know there's a theme coming. Got key art. I'm trying to get to where we can actually have like, you know, stuff. Maybe it was in the fighting ground. I have to see. Controller type. I think. Oh no. Ah, darn it. I thought it showed it, but I guess it didn't. All right, well, let's just go to Luke. Alex Lee. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Oh, you can actually play him.
All right, you ready?
Nice. All right, so let's see the pictures of Luke. Yep, you see that fireball? Oh, damn. You see the Popeye arms coming in, just smacking down. All right, next we got Jamie. Jamie, we know that
The top player is here.
Stephen Fu. Oh, actual Asian voice actor. Nice. I really like that. Get them nice pictures right here. You see that? He freaking splashed himself with the alcohol while he's doing the move. Yo, that hair, dude. I'm curious to know how that hair comes down. It's like a Kai. Is it a Kai from Revelator situation? He has to get hit at certain times, or is this when he's like fully drunk? If he's fully drunk with his hair down, that'd be interesting. That'd be a new goal to hit, to have it to where his whole hair is down while he's fully drunk. That'd be cool. And then we have good old Chun-Li. We have Janie Kwan, who is the voice actress for Suki. She was the voice of Suki from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ready? Then show me.
Which is very cool, because you would think, while not knowing that, you would think that Laura Bailey came back to do the voice, but no, she did a very good job of implementing that type of voice. Oh, damn. Looks really nice. Man, she looks really nice. They all look very nice. Oh, boy. The weight is a secret. You don't want to talk about the weight. You don't ask people that. All right, concept. Scene, fight, street, world tour, play, and the battle hub. All right, looks like that's pretty much it that we got as far as like. Yeah, the game modes. Got more? No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All right, that is it for that. That's it for that. We talked about the systems. We talked about the announcer trailer, what they showed. We talked about the commentary, and we talked about how like all this, you know, tied in and how this all came together and stuff like that. Basically talked for over an hour about Street Fighter 6. But now it's time for us to talk a lot longer, because this is where the actual spoiler comes in. Now, I need to preface this with the utmost importance. If you really, truly do not want to be spoiled on the Street Fighter 6 potential roster leaks, then please, or any other types of leaks, because I want to slightly go into a deep dive. I want to, since it pretty much got spoiled by me by a lot of Twitter, then please, you can leave the stream now. You can go and do whatever you want. You can play other types of games until the next Street Fighter 6 announcement if you can. So I highly recommend you do that if you do not want to be spoiled for Street Fighter 6 potential rosters. I unfortunately got spoiled by a couple of things, so I'm like, you know what, might as well go all the way. So yeah, like I said, this was basically your last chance. I put a spoiler tag on the stream. I put a spoiler on the title. I could go and make this an 18 plus stream to make it implemented a little bit strongly. We could do that. But you know what? I think we're just going to go in and I'm going to go through the Twitter. Last chance, guys. Giving you 5 seconds. And while you when you have that 5 seconds, I'm going to drink the rest of me Mountain Dew Zero. Excuse me. Let me some Mountain Dew Zero. All right. Again, last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On to the Twitter. Now, here we are with some nice art. Some very nice art, first off. Look at this. Very nice art. Look at that. All right. That's a nice, funny Hulk slash... It looks like stricken of Hulk became Ryu. I just love that this art makes Ryu look like the Hulk. Oh, that looks so funny. All right, so here we are. We are here. This is the potential leaks of all of these characters. Now, we have Ryu, we have Ken, which is pretty interesting that they did not show Ken early on. But we have Luke, obviously. We got Zangief. Who's actually has an interesting style right here. Has an interesting little thing. We got Dalsim, bigger beard, but not with the turban. We got Honda. That design actually looks mad sick with the freaking sash. That nice sash. It looks sick. But we got Blanca with the overalls. That's actually pretty interesting. That's interesting. And then Guile having like a scarf or like a type of sweater type. Excuse me, a sweater type thing. Pretty interesting. We Chun-Li, of course. I do like the fact that we got a light blue in the front, with the default blue as a highlight instead of like the main color, and then we also got some yellow highlight as far as the back of the white. Pretty sick. I love it. And then we have Cammy with an actual more casual look. Looks very nice. People are people are saying that it straight up, I don't know, it straight up like made her look not as, makes it down sexualized and stuff like that or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, hold on. Let me go back to the tab. All right. So yeah, Cammy actually looks mad good. I really like that. DJ here. DJ. Oh my goodness. If they bring back DJ and they have this design, it looks pretty mad good. The dreads are like mini dreads. Like it looks like a little more modern style dreads that we see today. Looks pretty good on DJ actually. You can see from here, you can see that big ass smile that he has. Never changed DJ. And also representing Jamaica, really nice. I love the more Jamaican look to him. It looks very nice. I don't know if they're gonna keep this design. I really hope they do. So I'm actually pretty mad curious to see how that goes. Rashid, dude. The Rashid of the Turbulent Wind. He still has, they got him the like the hat that similar to how god damn it, what was it? Shaheen from Tekken 7. He has that type of thing, but he also has this type, I don't know if it's like a bandana or if that's his actual hair. Like he grew his hair out a lot more, or did he always have long hair? I don't remember. But freaking Rashid looks so freaking cool. Looks so sick. He has like fighting gloves on, which is sick. But we also got freaking Chun-Li. Why did I say Chun-Li? It's freaking Juri, dude. She's the rival of Chun-Li. But yeah, we got Juri, dude. Juri pretty much has the same outfit on as she did in 4, which is pretty much making people happy. We do see some feet. Not as, I don't think it's as crazy as I guess people are making it, but you do see toes, so people are gonna count that. Freaking Ed is back. Now I'm curious to see, now Ed definitely is showing way more than he usually does. But yeah, now we see like Ed is finally free from, free from whatever. But yeah, dude, we got Ed. Ed is pretty all right. Doesn't have the boxing gloves, which, I actually kind of don't mind those boxing mitts. I don't mind that, or those fighting mitts. I don't actually mind that, but I guess for a more casual look, these should work a lot more better. But I'm curious to see how his fighting style is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be similar to where like, if you guys didn't know, Ed's fighting style in 5, or at least his button layout, was not traditionally, like it wasn't like quarter circle forward or DP to where like it's like a Z motion to make the uppercut. Usually it has buttons. So you have forward button to do fireball. You have like 2 buttons to do DP or 3 buttons to do EX. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see exactly how his fighting gameplay, or at least his button layout, is going to transfer into 6. I'm pretty curious, but I'm actually all right that Ed's in. So Ed and Rashid seems like the 2 characters that I'm interested in. We got Akuma. He still has the lion mane. He's still pretty freaking decked out, but he's showing him what it's showing his muscles, showing a lot. He's showing his muscles now. And we have we have Luke. I don't know why jeez. We have Luke here. Same as design. He has bare feet. So it's like, now Marisa, that's the character I was talking about. I actually have it pulled up. Boom. You see this character right here? This is Marisa right here. It's all about, we don't know what it's about yet, but it's all about Marisa right here. This straight up gave us a leaked, gave us a character right here in front of us. So I don't know if Capcom was purposely doing that. They actually showed off a character that was potentially here, playable for the roster. But yeah, there's Marisa. From what I understand, she's supposed to be Italian, and I'm curious to know what type of fighting style. She looks she looks half wrestler, half MMA. She could be just like an MMA, but she also has a helmet like a gladiator, which is interesting. Moving on, we got Jamie right here, but we also got Mimi next to him. Now I'm curious what Mimi is, because she could be also she looks like a Korean fighter as well, similar to Juri, but we don't know about Mimi. This is also a new character we don't know about. Her design definitely gives me Yuri vibes, as far as like she could be a potential whatchamacallit, a potential Korean Taekwondo type character as well, but we don't know for sure. But then we actually got freaking Lily. We got Lily. Looks like she's going to be the African representative, because she does either that. She's going to be the Indian, because she looks similar to TJ, and that thing on her head, it looks like a bird. It could be a bird, so she could be similar to TJ in terms of she could be like I guess a Mexico type rep. Though these weapons that she had, almost it made me think that she was part of Africa, because these look like African weapons. Though I don't know exactly if they are. That's just my weird speculation. But she has similar vibes to T-Hawk. She has similar vibes to T-Hawk, so I don't know if she's the Mexico represent. But we have this old man, freaking Leroy Jenkins type character. Leroy from Tekken 7 vibes. He has a cane. He has the swagger. He has like a type of cape type thing going on, which is pretty. He's like the most mysterious. JP. Even his name is weird. JP. I wonder what JP is all about. I wonder what you're all about. Are you the new boss? Are you a new playable boss? Are you like intertwined in this? You're definitely a new character. But we got next Kimberly. Kimberly is what we saw in the battle hub. Let me pull it up right here in the battle hub at the end of the trailer. Boom, right here. We have Kimberly right here. As you can see, she's flipping upside down, so you know that she has flexibility. But from what I understand, she's Mexican. Oh, you talk about Lily? Okay, yeah. It does look like, that's why I had like, upon looking at her, I thought it was African, but then after looking at her hair and then the way she's dressed up, I was like, okay, yeah, she looks more like T-Hawk. So she could be more of a Mexico representative right there. So yeah, Lily is a Mexican representative. Now Kimberly, believe she's American from what I saw from other leaks and stuff. I believe she's American, but she's also Binshin Ryu. So Binshin Ryu is the same fighting style as Guy, the ninja type dude from Street Fighter 4 and also in the Alpha series. So we have a new Binshin Ryu character. Interesting. We got a new protege. Curious to figure out how that worked. But then we have she could be the new playable boss, Aki. Aki. Pretty interesting. She has claws. She has a claw. So for some reason, this one claw reminds me of this one. Forgot that character's name in what was her name? What was her name? I don't remember. It's not Sindel. It's something. She's apparently Chinese. Okay, I see that. Well, the dress definitely makes it seem like it, but also the hair kind of seems like it could be that. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, super interesting. So we have a pretty neat little design as far as like potential base roster. Now they could change it up. We don't know, but we see in the trailer they freaking showcase 2 of these, so it's not that far off. We saw Marisa right here in the freaking beginning, right here in the corner. We see Marisa right here in the corner of the trailer, and then we also see Kimberly at the end as the new challenger, right here. So they straight up showcase 2 of these characters. So yeah, this basically somewhat confirmed. And as you can tell, we saw that people have been pretty much not happy that poor Makoto didn't see it. That's sad. And then we freaking not Ken. Sean wasn't available. Yeah, I'm not clicking. All right. Yeah, they're talking about Kimberly, Chun-Li, and Cammy having a nice Makoto. Makoto most likely DLC. I hope so. I hope so. Really, I really do hope so. Now, freaking Ken though. So yeah, we see like leaked footage here. We actually see leaked footage of how Ken is supposed to look, as well as this. All right, even more importantly, we see a potential character select screen. This is potentially how the character select screen is. Looks big placeholder. Looks big old placeholder type energy. Because for one, Ken is looking at the opposite direction. I would think Ken will look more towards the left, towards like where all the characters are, besides looking off screen like this. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. But yeah. But yeah, we see Honda, Judy. Yeah, this basically pretty much confirmed. So yeah. So we know there's a playtest of this somewhere. It could be like either that or just like super crazy. And yeah, they say they probably massacred they say they massacred the boy. Well, I won't go into that too well. All right. There's no mention of Ken being Street Fighter according to the leaks. The images, but absolutely no mention of Ken either. Really. The only believable thing about the leak is Sean, Luke, and Laura, and the player are trying to revive his fighting spirit. Okay. Okay. All right. That actually makes a bit more sense. We could see that he's supposed to be like from what I remember in 5, he is pretty much like a family man, as well as like, well, yeah, he's technically the family man, the only family man we see as far as like the progression of how Street Fighter was. He's straight up a family man, but now he seems like he lost his fighting spirit, which is insane. All right. So that's the big one. The 2 main ones are Cammy and Ken. So let's look at Cammy a little bit. All right. We actually legit got a freaking Ultra. And looks all right. It looks all right. I would think the last hit would be a little bit more impact, but this is obvious. It looks like the actual level 3 of yeah, it looks like this is the level 3 of Cammy. You actually see more impact on the cannon spikes. Yo, I just peeped the freaking back of their freaking jacket. It freaking has a Union Jack. Look at that. Yo, I like that. I like that. There's the Union Jack. I like that, representing the UK where she's from. Freaking sick. And then I don't see people saying that she's censored, but then we see in this leak, we have of course they're gonna have the default skins. Why you guys being? Oh, geez, this is what's weird about it. It's like people were like, I saw people on Twitter like they say they're somewhat complaining about the sexualization of or the desexualization of Cammy, but she looks super sick. Anything else about it doesn't make sense at all, considering Eliza since day one. Sorry to support his dream, but you design. Street Fighter 4, yeah, and 5 and 3 is training, yeah. This makes, oh geez, straight up left. Wow, weird. Weird. I did not. Wow, it's weird that Eliza left. That's weird. That's like the weirdest thing about that. Yeah, that is weird. That's. I was always people are. Oh, geez, that's crazy. Well, I'll probably go in. That's a little bit more of the process than I can think about, but yeah, that's why I think the league is mostly BS. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow. That's oh jeez. All right. Well, all right. We're just gonna leave that off the back burner, and we're just gonna focus on Cammy, which I'm gonna say right now. Why were people like super hungover about like why like she's like, I guess, the desexualization of like certain characters, but the way they make these characters, first off, are nice. Like they're not gonna be like, oh, this is not. I mean, they could, but they're not like super like, if they're putting so much detail of like how these other characters are, like Ryu, and they freaking fix Luke of all people. They fix Luke's design to make him like a lot more like watchable instead of how he looked in 5. They made him look cool in that, as far as like his default. So you're telling me that they won't do the same as far as the making redesigns a lot cooler, they would for like the rest of the cast? And plus, even then, they have like default skin / costumes that you can get to like make your nostalgia brain happy. I mean, like, I don't understand the human brain sometimes. All right. Okay, that was weird. All right. So, alrighty. So that is basically it as far as that is basically it for talking about Street Fighter and all that type of stuff. But yeah, what I'm more curious about is the world tour.
Hit the streets.
Yeah.
The world tour. That's the one thing I'm mostly curious about as far as like whatchamacallit, as far as like how they're implementing no, not that slow. How they're implementing like the story mode aspect, the single player mode. The same leaker about Ken lied a lot. It's gonna have paint and leggings. Oh. Yeah, well. But yeah, like I said, I'm curious to see how like the open worldness will venture. Like, I'm curious to be like, you know, you can walk around, you can do that, you create a character, you climb stuff, you destroy stuff to get certain you know, just to like get certain probably get like health items / upgradable parts to your character, or like new cosmetics and stuff like that. You know, just stuff. World Tour is interesting. Create a character seems like an RPG. Pretty much, they're making it to where like single player people have something to do besides to just fight. Even though like people are more used to like how Street Fighter is just being like a 1v1 fighting game. Go and fight to the death and all that type of stuff. But but yeah, like yo, Cinderous Gray with the raid. Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Yo, great. Thank you so much for the raid. How is your stream? You know what? Before I say that, before I go into all that, let me go and say hello, everyone. My name is Gunter Trigger. I'm a dude who plays fighting games and action games because I have a I can't speak. My arm right here, you see it like all purple and shit. That's because it's infused with bloodlust. And yeah, I play games like fighting games and action games, you know, to calm it down once in a while. Don't want to get too crazy. And yeah, even though I have this weird, crazy type of situation happening, I'm mostly a chill dude. I like to be chill and play extreme violent type stuff. So yeah, thank you everyone for people coming by. Thank you so much for watching. Actually, we might talk a little bit more about Street Fighter 6. We already went through the leaked roster, so if you guys technically missed the most spoilery type stuff, but we can talk about it again if you want. But yeah, what up? Let me get the shout out for you, Gray. Boom! Super Robot Wars. Yo, that's pretty nice. How'd that go? Hopefully that went pretty well for you. I can't speak. Too many people watching me. I don't have my zoom in too. Sucks. But yeah, hopefully you had a good stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Even though it's coming slowly into its last lift. You love mech stuff? Nice. Unfortunately, I wasn't as into mecha stuff now as I was like as a super kid. It's okay, you can't speak either. Yeah, English is hard. You know what? English is hard for the most part. Even though if you're a native English speaker, English is freaking hard, dude. It's weird hard trying to speak our native language, man. It's weird. It's super weird. But yeah, like I said before, for those of you who are just joining, we are talking about Street Fighter 6. I already went and dissected the announcement trailer. We're just going through little highlights again. We talked about the leaked roster that is happening. That could be, potential leaked roster that was there. And we just talking about this stuff. People are chatting about their takes on it. Yeah, if you guys had any thoughts about it, oh, you must go and get some sleep. Okay, thank you so much, Gray. Hopefully you get some good sleep, man. You definitely deserved it. But yeah, like I said before, we talked about the leads, we talked about the characters and stuff. It's a good thing for those of you who wanted to be spoiled by it. You guys pretty much missed that part about the leak, all those character leaks. So if you still do not wish to be spoiled by that, good thing I've pretty much ended this little conversation. But yeah, just try not to go through Twitter because that's how I got mostly spoiled by it. And yeah, if you're dissecting the well, I mean, you already got potentially leaked by 2 characters that they were shown in the announcement trailer. GG bros, you have work at 6 a.m. Dude, go to sleep. It was nice chatting with you guys. It's nice chatting with you, man, Prince, but please go to sleep. I don't want you to be late to work, man. Especially waking up that early in the morning, man. Straight up reminds me of waking up early for my freaking past job. That was not, it was the thing I had to do for freaking roughly 10 years of my life. So yeah, glad that that part of my life is done. But either way, like I said, we were talking about the world tour. We were talking about the world tour and how the single player mode was pretty interesting. To where first time ever, Street Fighter is having an open world single player based story mode, and it's actually pretty interesting. Street Fighter, I don't think has ever done something like this. They have had a world tour thanks to Street Fighter Alpha 3, but I believe it was a lot more different than this. But the world tour is definitely the same name as they would for Alpha 3. So I'm curious to see how that worked, but it looks like you'll be able to create your own character. You'll be able to fight. Now, I don't know if this is actual NPCs you get to fight, or if these are just actual other online people you fight through the story mode, and you just do that. But it looks like it's most likely going to be NPCs that you fight to level up your create a character to progress through the story mode a little bit more. Because I feel like they're going to have bosses like if you see Thrasher right here, yeah, Thrasher. You might have to potentially fight him as like a boss to get through certain stages and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I really cannot wait to see exactly more of what they can show as far as like the world tour, because I think that's what I'm most interested in. Because this is like the first time Street Fighter has even done something like this. As far as like any type of single player content, it's very something to where I'm kind of curious about. It's something I could actually dive in instead of like just doing the simple arcade. That's mainly what their past single player content was just arcade, maybe survival, or like or just play trials to like learn certain combos that you probably won't be able to do, or at least probably won't want to do, since they're more optimized stuff out in the future. But yeah, we get a lot more content as far as single player, and a lot more interesting content. So I'm very curious to see how this works. Now, I want to see if she's freaking playable. Li Fei, I believe that's her name. I want to see if she's freaking playable, because it'd be kind of adorable to see her be a character. So, and then we also talked about the freaking fighting ground. We talked about the fighting ground and how this is basically going to be the actual versus mode and what you expect from Street Fighter. So, and we also thought that this was going to be a 2v2 type thing, but as you can see in the background, I've dissected this previously, but I'll go over the snippet again. We dissected that the background here is the same as the background for the stage that they're about to be fighting in. So you can see the Sakura petals for where Chun-Li and Ryu about to fight. This potentially could be like an actual versus screen. The versus screen, after you pick your character, they'll go in and they'll have a big, unique cinematic intro to where they either, if they're in that alleyway and there's crowds around, they can like wave to the crowd, or they will do a certain animation specific to that character. And you have this stage where you just like have verses in the screen, and they'll just have the portraits afterwards in the stage and stuff. I think this is how the versus screen is going to be. And then we talked about how Jamie's drunken style is pretty unique. Uses a lot more kicks than typical drunken master style kung fu characters. Use a lot more kicks than usual fists or just sways and stuff. Chun-Li looks really nice. Chun-Li looks very nice here. And I like the design of freaking Ryu, is super good. And I think we said this before, we pretty much see all the normals shown here are forward moving, just like Luke's. Even though Luke's is a lot more forward momentum based normals. Everyone seems like they have that now in this game, which is going to be pretty interesting as far as like neutral is concerned. So yeah, I forgot to mention this. Chun-Li is a stance character now. She goes into this crouching state, which is not a low. We thought this was a low, but this is actually a crouching state, to where you can just go and fake, do a fake out low, and then just do overhead like that. See, look at this. Look, freaking Jamie doing all these types of kicks and stuff is freaking insane, dude. Super insane. So yeah, those are the overdrive moves, which is basically EXs. You see him glowing yellow and shooting lightning, basically. And this is the drive impact, which upon fully connecting off of a counter, goes into this crush counter type state, where they crumple and they have the unique color split graffiti arc around. And this is so what we know. Let me go back to the hub modes, fighting ground. Yeah, so we know about the hub, the game screen. So right here we have the super gauge. The super gauge is where it just focuses on super moves, or the super critical arts and stuff, and they're only up, super art gauge. Spin this perform super art, every attack lens fills super gauge. You can fill up to 3 stocks. Super art carries between ones. Now, I feel like if you get 1 stock, you get a level 1, and then you get 2 stocks level 2, and then 3 stocks you get a level 3. Now, what Jamie did with the freaking the like breakdancing thing, that looks like a level 1. That looks like a level 1 that Jamie does, which looks pretty badass right here. And then here we saw right here more the drive rush, which is basically FADC, or if you don't know that, it's basically a dash cancel. So you dash cancel after you perform the drive impact motion, or is it parry? No, it was drive impact. It was 2 heavies. So you perform 2 heavies to go into drive impact stance, or you could do it off of a cancelable normal, which costs more to do. And then you can go in and do this little dash animation. Boom, you drive and you just dash in and you go into a combo. Now this right here is also a new move too. This little short, like 1-inch Hadoken palm type thing. That's definitely a new move that Ryu has. And right here you see the normal drive parry. The drive parry is basically a simple parry. But I feel like these are all like 3-frame type parries. They're not exactly 1-frame parries. There's all 3-frame, to where like they're not exactly perfect parries. Right here you see the drive reversal happening, to where he got blocked and he just did a get off me move, like a V reversal from Street Fighter V. This is the perfect parry, where you see the whole character turn blue and all the splash art shows that the perfect parry was done. And I believe these are frame 1 parries, and the other parries that Luke was doing beforehand, if I can get to it, these are all like frame like 3, at least like up to 3-frame parries. They're not like perfect parries. The perfect parry is right here. Boom. And then you go in for a big ass punish. Now you can see, you see Ryu about to do his drive impact. And then you can see Chun-Li about to do hers. And you know drive impact absorbs hits, so that you can counter a drive impact with another drive impact, go into a big crumple state like a crush counter, and then you go into super. Now we see Luke's super already. That's the level 3. But this right here, I'm more, like I said before, I'm more focused on freaking Jamie's super, because you start off like it's basically an homage to old kung fu movies, where you see the black bars coming down to change the aspect ratio. And then you ended with freaking doing a secret art, like 1-inch, like freaking throat crumple, about to like tear his neck open. He's calling it his secret art. Like, holy shit, this is freaking badass. I really cannot wait to see how this super finishes. Now you see this. He says Shin Shoryuken. I believe this is his level 2 super. Yo, Chase the Future. Yo, Chase, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you've been doing well. Yeah, we see Ryu saying Shin Ryuken. We're seeing Shin Shoryuken. And you can see he's colorful right here. And you don't see any lightning at all. So I'm guessing Shin Shoryuken is his level 2. And I also like how this logo is. You see the V and the I for the 6. And then boom, switch it over and you get the actual 6 behind it. That's actually a nice little redesign. You're well, hope I'm doing good. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing real good. Doing a pretty late stream. Well, I mean, I started late, but yeah, we're doing basically, it's a short 2 hour to, a little over 2 hour stream, because I just wanted to quickly go and give my thoughts of Street Fighter 6 and the leaks and all of the stuff. I already did my leak segment. Beforehand. So if you wish to check that out, again, you can check the VOD after the stream is done. I won't go into it now because I know people might still not want to be, whatchamacallit? Damn. Be spoiled, you know? They don't want to be spoiled by all that type of stuff. But yeah. But yeah, I want to show you something again. Let me go back to the fighting ground. Go to the commentator. There we go. We can go to the commentator. I want to whoops. I want to just go and go through something. Like right here. Right here, man. So I'm going to slow it down here like I did before. I'm going to slow it down. And then this is level 3. You see now you see everything is freaking darkly lit. Very little like grayscale. It's all grayscale. You saw on the in the announcement trailer that it says Shin, the Shin Shoryuken. It's all colorful. You can see more brightness of its brightness of the colors, and you see or vibrant colors. I say more vibrant of the colors and stuff like that. Here is all grayscale, and you can see that he's actually charging up a lightning fist, like freaking. So he's doing a Metsu Shoryuken. He's actually making it, or Denjin Shoryuken. I'm stupid. It's actually, I think, Denjin Shoryuken. So he actually makes it having it lightning in his hand and does it like that. And you can see when he does a hit, it's all electric. And you didn't see any electricity in the in that launch trailer, or in that not launch trailer, the announcement trailer. It's all colorful, but here it's all grayscale. You can see more impact of the electricity shown right here. And yeah, like I said, this looks like it's going to be his level 3, while what we saw in the announcement trailer is going to be his level 2 Shin Shoryuken. And we still haven't seen the Shinku Hadouken yet. You still haven't seen the Shinku Hadouken yet, and that should be his level 1. So everyone has 3 different types of supers. They have a level 1, level 2, and level 3. And we pretty much saw all of everyone's level 3, or at least most of it. We've seen Luke's full one, which let me show you right quick. So starting off, you see freaking Luke going to this freaking pouncing stance, like pounce stance, and he's like really going in. Ooh. And then now he just straight up pummels you in the ground with his Popeye arms. And I feel like that's a lot more impactful than his level 5 super, where he just body blows you to death, basically. And he does this weird creepy face before he does that final hit in Street Fighter 5. This one looks like it's a lot more brutal, and it seems like it fits a lot more of his like MMA type rough style, unique flair to his fists. And then boom, breaks the ground with his freaking Popeye arms. And you can see him just lay down in a pile of rubble afterwards. Man, that is straight up super brutal, dude. Ooh, damn. Damn, we talked a lot about Street Fighter 6. Practically 2-hour stream of Street Fighter 6. Man, it was a pretty short stream, but I mean, like, I don't know. All right. Well, I think that I've talked a lot more about Street Fighter 6 than I normally would. Yeah, I've went through a ton of stuff, and I haven't gone through I haven't really scratched. Well, I did scratch a good chunk of the surface as far as the leak roster. Again, you can go and check out the VOD once that comes up. After I finish streaming, which let me just go ahead and do my little closing thoughts right here. But yeah, Whenever's good at fighting games, but they always look nice. Well, that's good. That's cool. I mean, it's nothing wrong with not being good at fighting games. I mean, if you're able to still have fun at the end of the day, being able to just at the bare minimum, just have fun, you don't have to really go and try to do insane combos or do the optimal stuff. That's only if you really want to put a lot of time and like a little bit more study and effort and a lot more like intricate thing to where like you want to make this more of long-term type thing. If you're not really interested in making it long-term, then it's fine. It's fine as long as you're having fun at the end, I've fortunately made it, well, kind of have to have it making my long-term goal because I have this arm right here that I need to calm down to play fighting games, But yeah, like I said, as well as with most games, as long as you're having fun in the end, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess people say it can matter if prize money is on the line or if just like reputation or whatever. But yeah, just as long as you're having fun, man, do whatever you want. As long as you try not to like, hurt people in the process, it's all good. It's all good in my opinion. But yeah, I actually cannot wait for Street Fighter 6, man. It's coming out next year, and I feel like it's going to be early next year too. Probably around either late January or early February or close to the springtime. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, I can't wait for Street Fighter 6 to come out, man. I really want to see all the characters that or more stuff comes out, or I want to see more info come out for this game as time progresses, because it's looking really nice now, and I really want to see more like as far as like gameplay stuff with all the mechanics. We've seen tidbits of it, but I want to see like if people can ask like like Daigo or other or Tokido, or like have a small exhibition match for like a playable demo with like the four shown here, like Luke, Jamie, Chun-Li, or Ryu. You can have them come in, do a little small exhibition and show off like actual full round to round gameplay. I really want to see that, to see how the pros utilize the new mechanics and see how they'll be able to learn how to like figure out what to do, and just figure out on the fly and see crazy stuff happens from like what they can do. I want to see that, but I do also want to see how the world tour is going to be, and possibly the battle hub. I'm not too focused on the battle hub because I feel like it's going to be like basically online, just running around, player match type stuff, and whatchamacallit, I'm more focused on the world tour, the single player content, because like I said before, it's the first time that Street Fighter has ever done something like this, like having an actual open world to where you roam around and stuff. Normally it's just an arcade style release for these types of games, but now they actually want to bring a lot more audiences in that cater more towards like the story / like single player roaming around type of thing. They're trying to make they're taking risks, which taking risks is pretty much what should be done, and trying to figure out what can work and all that type of stuff. I feel like taking risks is good as far as like trying to see what we can gain new players. If we can find out what works for new players and what works for previous players and all that type of stuff. So yeah. Oh man, definitely cannot wait for 6 to come out, man. Definitely can't wait. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. Oh, jeez. I really want to see other characters play, and I want to see other stuff being shown. I want all of it, man. I want all of it, but we don't have it right now. Okay, well, all right. That is going to be it for tonight's stream. Sorry for the short stream, but it was mainly just a short discussion stream. If you guys have any opinions, or if you have questions as far as like what's your opinions on like stuff like that, you're more than welcome to let me know about it before we wrap things up. or you can let me know on Twitter or I'm on Discord. You can let me know by then. Yeah. Let's go and see who we can raid. Who can we raid tonight? Let me see. Let me check me channel recs. Let's see who's live right now. Let me see who's live. All right. We got JGW Pip. They're playing the Apex. Oh, we got Rakin Prime. We got Rakin Prime. I remember oh, they're playing Risk of Rain 2. Interesting. I remember I followed this person a good chunk, and yeah, it's pretty fun. They were pretty fun. Oh yeah, recently I think I raided Naru though. Naru Nirvana. I think I raided them not too long ago. I definitely raided Zumi, but I don't think we raided Rockin Prime. They're playing Risk of Rain 2. We definitely haven't raided JGW Pip or Skelebill. Yeah, they're playing Paladins. We could raid some Skelebill. I'm debating between either Skelebill or Rockin Prime. You guys want to see some Risk of Rain 2, or do you guys want to see some Paladins? Curious, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Risk of Rain 2 or Paladins? It's your guys' choice. It's your guys' choice. Either that, or I'm just gonna choose someone else. Choose someone else. Paladins? We got one from Paladins. Uh-oh. Someone looks like they're someone wants some Paladins. They're also a PNG tuber. They have I remember they came by on my tweet and they have a really nice design too. They have a really nice design. They have a Komodo and they have two masks on. One that has like a light side, another has a dark side / like a possessive. They like possess the body of an elf or something like that. I forgot the actual lore of it, but it was super interesting and why they would have the two types of masks they wear. Yeah, I remember I really liked their design, like how the kimono looked and stuff. And it looks like they're doing pretty well. I don't know Paladins at all, so it looks like actually to me it almost looks like Overwatch. I don't know why it has this weird look of Overwatch. It has this type of look for Overwatch. Alrighty, let me see the Risk of Rain. Let me see what this person is up. Oh darn it, ad. Potentially we can raise Skelebill. We could definitely do that. Damn, all these people coming by so late at night? Or what time is it for you guys? It's because I know a couple of you people here on the East Coast, and you guys should be in bed. You guys should be in bed. What are you doing staying up this late? You're doing staying up this late. What are you talking about? Ah well, we're all late birds here. That's why I chose this time frame to stream. Even though there are streamers that are in the UK that I wanted to try to raid, or at least be able to raid, but yeah, their stream times are not when I'm able to stream. Very unfortunate. Damn. Man, those colors are crazy. Those colors are crazy, man. Oh boy. Oh, and it looks like they have some friends with them. For Rockin Prime, it looks like they have some friends playing. Either I don't know if they're like just chatting. Yeah, it looks like they're just chatting. All right, I think it's about time. All right, so we didn't have any other objections. We're gonna raid Skelebill. They're doing some Paladins, so let's go and support our Paladin brethren. Even though I don't play the game, we do want to give that support to whoever and whenever we need. So let me go to my stream manager and get the raid set up. There you are. Skelebell. You got Skelebell up and up. All right, so boom, raid coming up. Oh no, that's not it. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry if you heard that. All right, so that's what I do. There we go. Raid set up. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow where I'm actually going to be playing a game. Could be Monster Hunter because I need to grind in that game for a bit. So thank you so much for everyone for watching. Hope you have a good night, evening, morning, wherever you live. And hope to see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.